Hi friends, for the third time. As you know, as it was voted by you after my season 12 episode 4 review, today we are doing a part 3 of the exact moment when somebody won or lost the lip sync. In this video, we will be going over the lip syncs from season 9, 10, and 11, of course including the lip syncs for the crown, but excluding double sachets, double chantés, or anything similar. In order to focus on the performances as much as possible and maybe rationalize RuPaul's bird brain moments, we won't be taking into consideration storyline related wins and such, even though there's a lot of them here, since we've already explored those in the video you can find in your upper right hand corner and in the description below. The lip sync for the crown format actually happened because of season 9's horrible lip syncs, so let's revisit those. The first lip sync of season 9 was between James Mansfield and Kimora Black, where they lip synced to Love Shack with just Y. I have no clue how A, James did not win this lip sync, and B, how it wasn't a double sachet at least. But okay, deciphering Ru's bird brain moments is what we're going to try to do, and let's say that it was Kimora's overall confidence that kept her in the competition. You know, her confidence of miming shooting a gun when the song went bang, bang, bang on the door, babe. One of the few good lip syncs from this season has Kimora Black in it, but it's not good because of her, it's good because of Aja. Her intensity from the get-go gave her a lead, but I believe that it was this death drop at the end of the song that for sure took Kimora out. Charlie versus Trinity, Cynthia is taken out of the competition for the second time, many a time in her lip sync against Peppermint, in a sequence of Peppermint doing the robot, Peppermint out dancing Cynthia, Peppermint putting her, I believe, earring into her mouth, Peppermint kind of seductively crawling on the floor, but the final blow that Peppermint delivers, almost quite literally takes Cynthia out, is when Pep mimes loading a shotgun and shooting Cynthia. Aja is in yet another great lip sync, this time against Nina Bonina Brown. Had the circumstances of the competition with Aja's storyline been different, this could have been a double shantay. However, the exact moment Nina won this lip sync was when she was duck walking, or kind of duck squatting, and shaking her massive boobies. Aja did pull a split later on, but it was already too late. Alexis Michelle and Farrah Moan do quite well in their Dolly Parton lip sync. Farrah channels Dolly and looks flawless, while Alexis takes a more comedic approach to her lip sync. Alexis wins her lip sync with her run and slide split that made RuPaul gag. Damn, we got 3 really good lip syncs in a row. I wonder what could happen. Valentina. Well, I don't think I have to tell you why Valentina lost this lip sync. Let's move on. Nina and Shay lip sync to Cool for the Summer, and Nina is not there for it. She's ready to give up, and she kinda does, handing Shay the win. If Nina had brought it her all, and if it had not been her third time in the bottom 2, who knows, maybe Shay would have been sent home here. The final lip sync for your life in this season is between Alexis and Peppermint to Macho Man, one of the few lip sync songs sung by men. Alexis took a slight lead in the beginning, but then Peppermint overtook the lead with her wig reveal, and Alexis was never able to recover. However, Alexis did put up a good fight, so we gotta give her some praise here. Now let's go on to the 3 lip syncs for the crown. First, Stronger, between Trinity and Peppermint. We all know that Pep won this when she did her dress wig reveal combo right before the final chorus. It was well timed, she kept up the pace right behind Trinity throughout the entirety of the song, and then beat her in the last couple of seconds. Well done, Pep. Sasha won her lip sync against Shay in season 9, in fact, the moment she did that iconic rose petal reveal. Please keep your comments to yourself. This is the most iconic Drag Race moment in history. It's become so mainstream and it's referenced to this day. Well done, Sasha. And when did Sasha beat Peppermint in their final lip sync? While her face cage reveals were very impressive and referential given the mess that was Valentina's mess of a lip sync, I believe Sasha won when she slipped, or purposely fell, down to the ground after the bridge of the song that went into the final chorus. It went well with the lyrics. Her falling was not right, but it was okay, and Sasha was going to make it anyway. And oh boy did she ever. Season 10 was a mess as a whole, so don't be surprised to find out that the lip syncs were, a lot of the time, treated as a joke. Eureka. The first lip sync of the season, the infamous lip sync we got right before the Miss Vanjie moment, was between nope, I'm not doing her whole name, and Vanessa Mateo. They were pretty close while lip syncing to Xtina's Ain't No Other Man, but once Calorie took a stash of fake cash out of her titties and threw it up above her while doing a split is the moment she sent Vanjie packing. Vanessa should really thank her. Eureka wins in her lip sync against Calorie because she's Eureka. Mayhem and Yuhua okay, no, sorry, we gotta go back. We're looking at the queen's performances and not the favoritism of Eureka here. So, Eureka in this lip sync was much more energetic than Calorie and had the judges responding better to her, and in some moments gave us minimal shades of Latrice Royale. Mayhem and Yuhua lip sync to the lovely Celebrity Skin, and Mayhem wins the lip sync the exact moment Courtney Love starts singing Oh Make Me Over. We all know when Monet beat Dusty in their Pound the Alarm lip sync. It's when Monet did that split fake out that had Rue losing it. Monet yet again finds herself in the bottom 2, this time with Mayhem Miller. Whereas both queens did great in the lip sync, Monet took a little more of a comedic route and with her gags that just kept rolling in was able to beat May May. Blair and the Vixen were coming out. Vixen put on a pretty energetic and cheery performance and got the judges' attention by doing like a side over the shoulder roll out of nowhere. It doesn't make much sense with the song, but hey, it worked. Monique lost her lip sync against the Vixen really because she didn't know the words to cut to the feeling. No more, no less. Though her losing her wig, rolling around the stage and almost killing herself when trying to do a cartwheel did not help. The Vixen is then taken out of the competition by Asia. Now, whenever during their lip sync we'd see the judges, their eyes would be going from the Vixen to Asia and vice versa, with them reacting to the both of them. Conveniently enough, we heard a lot from the queens in the back cheering on Asia almost from the get-go, as if we were supposed to believe that one did better than the other as a default. Let's say that Asia won her lip sync and sent the Vixen packing when she pulled this phase that made this cute actor person laugh. I don't know. Now, Monet's dumbass low-key volunteers to be eliminated in her lip sync against Cameron. During the If He Don't Love You Anymore, Just Walk Your Finest Out the Door part of the song, Monet walks off the runway just so that she can clumsily run in and sit on the stage. Boys, that's not a split. That's called sitting down in a quirky way. Rue was clearly unimpressed by both of Monet's moves. After a horrible challenge where the queens had to split themselves into an overly delightful character and then another that tells the first to die, Ms. Cracker takes herself out of the competition with a poorly timed split that gets a reaction from absolutely nobody during her lip sync against Cameron. And finally, Aquaria brings literal fire to the Bang Bang lip sync against Eureka and Cameron, but also, in general, has a more cohesive performance than them. The little girl wins. Season 11 had the most viable lip syncs for these videos so far, with 14 lip syncs. So let's get right into them. The first lip sync gave us moments of Kahana winning and Soju losing. Kahana won just with her energy, really delivering the song as if she were a teen pop star. The back handspring also helped. Soju, for one, looked awful and insane. Oh my god, don't be racist, it's a traditional Korean garment and shape. No, sweeties. Soju looked awful and insane. She also did not know all the words and spun. Good evening, Vegas. Are you ready to work, bitch? Mercedes killed it in this lip sync. Her attitude was with the song through and through. She snatched her own wig, then vogued, and basically had this lip sync in the bag. After that, it was kind of like a gymnastics showcase for both her and Kahana. The result of the 6-way lip sync was decided when Honey launched herself off the stage and was performing as if she were having a temper tantrum. Raja O'Hara continues her reign of terror in these lip syncs, getting rid of Mercedes in their lip sync to Living in America. The exact moment that this happened was right after Raja's sequence of a squat, followed by a high kick as she got up, and then like a forced kneel. The judges really resonated with that. This was a great lip sync, by the way. We all know why Ariel lost the lip sync to I'm Your Baby Tonight. She slipped on her garment and went down on all fours. What's worse, we all saw it coming. The Raja vs Scarlett lip sync is pretty controversial when it comes to its outcome. So I paid close attention to the judges' reactions to figure out what moment made Rue get rid of Scarlett. So I have no idea. Performance-wise, they both did well. Scarlett did have a couple of seconds of not performing because she had to cut herself out of her dress, but she definitely made up for it. Now, allegedly, the queens are not allowed to bring out sharp objects onto the runway after Dusty's outfit in the season 10 ball episode was basically cutting into her skin, so maybe Scarlett lost because she had scissors? The breaking the rules theory doesn't really hold up because Raja also broke the rule of not leaving the stage. We never actually see it happen, we just see her off the stage at one moment. Maybe whatever Raja did to get off the stage, like a Sahara and Kennedy-esque jump split, was what made her win the lip sync. Maybe the fact that the song was called Last Dance and Scarlett being a bad dancer was the reason she went home. Other than that, I would say that this all came down to the fact that they needed Raja to be the mini-villain of the season. Raja and Akira duke it out to strut next. In this lip sync, both queens do pretty well, but Raja's braid thingy falls off and Rue's reaction says it all. That's when Raja lost the lip sync. Vanjie versus Plastique is up next. Other than Vanjie being kept in the competition for the sole purpose of her being in the first showmance of the show, and them wanting that bottom two lip sync between Brooke and her, I don't really know why Vanjie was kept over Plastique. I mean, okay, Rue and Michelle positively responded to Vanjie's anal beads braid being whipped around, so there's that. Hashtag Justice for Suga is up next, not because she did better than Vanjie, but because she shouldn't have even been in the bottom two. Anyways, Vanjie really did better here. She delivered the song. You could really see the desperation to stay in her performance, and that's why she was kept. It's time for Silky Nutmeg Ganache versus Nina West. Okay, this is going to be an ass pool of the century, but let's say that Nina lost this because she did not move much during the lip sync. Even though Silky almost slipped, and did not know all the words, and did not dance to a single beat of the song, and was manically running around the entire stage. Meh, there's nothing else I can say. Brooke won her lip sync against Vanessa by default, but also she spent almost the entirety of the lip sync on her toes, the Swan Lake and all that nonsense, which is very impressive. It's time for the lip syncs for the crown. First up, Brooke versus Silky. Firstly, let's just compare these two looks. Yep, I wonder who won this. Why, of course it was Brooke. When and how, you may ask. I would say the moment she won this lip sync and qualified into the finals was when she did a fucking shoe reveal, where she went from heels to those thingies ballerinas wear. Will anybody ever repeat that? I do not think so. Evie versus Akira. For me, Evie won when she revealed her Free Britney undies. But we could even say that Akira lost the lip sync because of her wig reveal. She went from a pretty nice looking wig to, this. She also, in some shots, did not seem to know all the words. And lastly, the moment Evie oddly won her lip sync against Brooklyn Heights in the finale of season 11 was after this sequence. Evie reveals the face on the back of her head, Evie does a back bend and stares down the barrel of the camera upside down, Evie does a back walkover in a full-length gown and continues to lip sync to Gaga's Edge of Glory. That's it for the regular seasons, ladies. We also have to go over All-Stars, and after All-Stars, there will be a recap of all of the lip syncs in one video. I'm going to hate editing all of that.